It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Oilers' field-stretching tight end. You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Oilers and the Jags under the lights on Monday night.
With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now ETN to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. But you look at this defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
14 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out right, he's got Rucker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Looking to throw on second down. Painter. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
A good pickup there at 22. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this is going to be intercepted. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Come on, set.
Following the interception, Young. His throw Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags... converted into an opening touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
That throw by Young incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year.
I'm going to complete a pass. I'm not finna never start no game where I'm just searching for my... Nah, fuck all that. We're gonna get this jet sweep out the way, and we're going to get some yards. And that's how you... Yeah. Fuck all that. Fuck what they talking about. Where another one at? They got me all the way fucked up. The Jags actually came to play and shit.
Once they saw the play for real, after having worked on it all week in practice, they drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young here, you can see, changing the play. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Painter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
First down, Young. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
Set, ready.
First down, Houston.
38.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the red zone now, Young. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of a quarterback that you've lost confidence in it.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 49-yard line.
Now here's Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Oilers.
In motion, the tight end. It's Young off play action. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Off the bootleg. Painter.
That's caught by Mingo right side.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a throw here, hold in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
ETN trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
To throw on second down. Painter under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
52 blaster.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Second and a couple.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. A first down throw for Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Right. Hey, green. Ready.
On play action, Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Oilers had 6 to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll look to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juju Brents.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On second down, it's Crawford. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, go Fury.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for the...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer quite... playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to...
And now off to the races down the right side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Oilers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Painter. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's Chenault.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Painter.
He's got Mingo.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd down now, it's Crawford, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run on 1st down. Crawford. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, it's Crawford. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Play fake. Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st down, Painter.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now in Jacksonville.
2nd and 6.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Painter. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That one complete downfield to Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Christian Kirk, 43 yards.
And the Jaguars get it. Revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
142 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This now a 3rd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. And the slot man goes in motion left. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. There he goes, left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Painter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Etienne once more. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Painter. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Painter.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down, Painter.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now 2nd and 5. In motion is Chenault. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a 2nd straight play defensively. To throw on 3rd down, Painter. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford, no gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He finds his man, complete. That's Morrow. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.